TV18 Motilal Oswal Studios. I'm Prashant. With me, my colleague Surabhi and Nigel. Guys, hi, good morning.
Hi, morning folks, and we're back to watching what policy guys are doing in China, right? Yeah. I understand that there's a briefing underway. This time it's the housing ministry. So wait and watch whether they'll announce something or more contours of the way they want to sort of prop up at least the property sector.
I think it's a joint briefing. So there's the PBOC, there's the Ministry of Finance, and then I think there's the housing guys as well. So, but expectations are not very high, and I think it's still is going on as we speak. So we will get the details in as we go along. But sort of let's rewind the clock back because we are in a slightly sideways and no real momentum kind of phase for not just markets here but globally as well. One day up, one day slightly down. That kind of last few sessions we've had. Now, US markets, they were higher last night. So S&P about 0.5, nearly 0.5% higher. Earnings are coming through. I don't know who said, but an earnings a day keeps the doctor away, right? Morgan Stanley, the stock was up 6% yesterday. Earnings beat expectations, and that's like a bellwether, and that's got implications for other financials. The financial sector basically did well on the back of this rub-off effect, whatever you want to call it. Yields were flat. They were on the 10-year, about a 2 basis point pullback. Dollar index, that continues to go up. So 103.54. Many are saying that, well, this is not data or anything of that sort. This is largely the fact that, we are 20 days away from US presidential elections, and Trump has made a comeback in terms of leading now in some of these betting market odds, etc. So, and this is a reflection of that, US exceptionalism, so as to speak. We'll see. I mean, not very, a few weeks now to the polls in the US. Oil prices, well, they were flat, continue to hover around $74.50 a barrel. I mean, all the geopolitical stuff out of the Middle East has taken a bit of a backseat, at least in terms of news flow. Gold prices continue to push higher and higher, and I think we are at or just at a new all-time high. Gold prices, by the way, are up 26% year to date. That's better than the S&P or the Nasdaq, right? So it's just been quite incredible what we've seen here. And of course, I mean, out of China, and Surabhi will talk more about this, there is this press conference which is underway. Expectations were not very large. I mean, a small kind of boost perhaps is possible, especially on the property side. And the best expression here in India, of course, is metals. But we'll see. I mean, we'll get a clear signal from China and what metals there do. Later tonight, out of the US, you got US retail sales and jobless claims, which are going to be the two big things. Now, broadly, just to circle back the levels here,
it's very interesting to talk about this topic because a lot of what we discuss in AI is about using AI for text generation, images, coding, and so on. But we don't talk as much about using AI for engineering design.
Yeah, so it depends on how you define AI. I usually incorporate both machine learning and optimization within the AI umbrella. Generative AI is also not a 2019 phenomenon or 2020 phenomenon. It has been around for decades. Yes. One thing where generative AI is really helping is to create these synthetic data. We're seeing a lot of startups coming up. The other thing which I find more fascinating is, so we can create designs which are better than what people were doing before. But can we create designs that are innovative?
A lot of what we know today about AI, when it's doing both image generation, video generation, and so on, is that it doesn't understand physics very well.
Instead of learning just from the best design or the final product, what if you take the trajectory that the optimization solver took and you learn from that evolution of design?
How about creating your own car? My 7-year-old would be very excited if he can, design his own car and then probably get it delivered to him in a few months. Is that something you think would happen soon?
Like anyone can design anything. So you don't need a degree in an engineering college to actually tap into your creative potential.
I'm hoping that it will inspire our audience to think about more about this very interesting field at the intersection of engineering design and AI, which is very less explored, and there are a lot of opportunities.
AI is a tool. It's just another tool. It's a hammer. And it will definitely